We are halfway through. Hi, my name is Reese. This is Best New Music 2025. Today I am talking about my top 10 albums for the first half of this year in no specific order. I'm going to rank those at the end of the year. First, I want to talk about Sable Fable by Bon Iver. I love basically everything this man has made, and this album is no exception. It's a great culmination of several different eras of Bon Iver music. Short Story is beautiful, and Speyside is still some of the best songwriting I've heard in a long time. I would not be surprised if this ends up in my top 5 for the year. Next, I've got The Crux by Joe. This is a really fun indie rock album. It's cool, it's laid back. It has Strokes and Beatles influences that I really enjoyed. Basic being basic is an absolute banger. Switching genres a little bit, I want to talk about Magic Alive by McKinley Dixon. I'm not going to say too much about this yet because I'm going to make a full video on it, but it is a eclectic, crazy, awesome rap album set on top of some really cool jazz instrumentation. Moving on, I've got Luminescent Creatures by Ichiko Aoba. This is an incredibly beautiful album. Instrumentation, vocals, harmonies, everything on this just shines. I've listened to it a ton. Great record. Going back to the indie singer-songwriter well, I've got 33 Degrees by Hey Nothing. This is really more of an EP than an album, but I've really enjoyed it. I found it really heartfelt and charming. Sick Dogs is a great song. Up next, I've got Never Enough by Turnstile, which is a band that I feel I'm a bit late to. It seems like a lot of people online are saying that this is somewhat of a sellout album for them, but I found this to be really powerful, hard-hitting rock, and maybe that just means I need to explore their back catalog. Next, I've got an album I didn't make a video on because I didn't really like it when I first heard it, but this is Forever How Long by Black Country New Road. It took me some time to adjust to the change in vocals and attitude compared to Ants from Up There, but I think the core and heart of the band is still here, and the writing is still really good, and I love a lot of the longer songs on this album. Staying in the indie rock genre, which, if you haven't guessed by now, I'm quite fond of, I've got I Heard That Noise by Quickly Quickly. This is a noisy, dramatic, heartfelt album. If you like sound design at all, you should check this out. And then I've got the return of Car Seat Headrest with The Scholars, which I would describe as a slackers rock opera. And even though I don't really understand the story of this at all, I love this album and have listened to it a ton. Finally, I want to give a shout out to the album Saklo by Saklo. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. This guy is a guitarist that I followed here on the platform that makes really energizing rock music. He hooked me with the song Parasite, and I think the album is really great. And I will give an honorable mention to Hurry Up Tomorrow by The Weeknd. There are some really, really good songs on this project that I'm super excited to hear when they come up in my playlists, but this is just too long. I will probably never listen to the whole thing again, and for that reason, it doesn't make favorite albums. So, tell me what I missed. I am excited to hear your recommendations.